Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome, my name is Kevin to my channel. Today we are playing some Pillars of Eternity and you are joining me for the second episode, that's 2, in which we are playing with our guy right here, Skimbleton. He is a chanter and we just saved our buddy, or about to hopefully save our buddy, who is being attacked by 3 people at once. So we're going to order him back, start with that. Alright, now we're good, now we're going to spread out the pain a little bit more. Have some attacks go in the back there. Attack that person. You're really low. I want you to actually move over there still. We're gonna move you around. There you go. Let's see, what do we got here? Use your thing! Push them! So does my guy get pushed? That's an interesting question. There's a stun right there, it looks like. Nice, and a crit.
Yeah?
We got him. They're dead. Ah, your enemy lies supine, thank you, on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful grasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes rolls back as he closes them. Good. The gods are... Just a queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping round the camp, electric and volatile, upending the pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin like a jittery beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave, and where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rendering you apart from within. Ah, Carven Master Odima is still alive, seated against a wagging wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bowel. Odima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
It's time to run, I suppose. Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands in the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. I'm a very small man, very weak. So with the last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself onto the ledge. Hewden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who'd have been feigning death lunges for Hewden and topples him into the rocky ground. Restrained, Hewden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. Despite the wind from your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Alright, I do not have the dexterity requirement. I'd have a good chance of hitting it. I'm going to throw it. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Hewden loose. Lurching to his feet, Hewden clambers up the base of the rock. As he nears the top, however, the winds flare, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch a hold of it, securing his other hand and pulling with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Hewden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance to the swelling wind now. You feel in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, although it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsetting balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Chanters can do more than just chant. While their abilities are not focused on the frontline combat, they are competent warriors. And
Was that?
A Beowick. Had to be.
It's a Beowick.
And we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
And yes, we
can't
certainly
stay
are.
Here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
It sounds like we have no other choice, doesn't it? Eh?
Sure.
Sure. Alrighty. Let's check out this. The lower level of the ruins has been blocked off by fallen rubble. Is this true? Alright, so addendums and other stuff were added. Addendum. Let's see here.
That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
I don't know if it's a storm. Alright, so I think a good question is, what happened? Glaphalans, those would be the hut dwellers Odima warned you about. Look to be fangs of Gallowin, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go rune to rune looking for fights with colonists. I think he half expected this once we lost the main role. And what happened out there? Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Ir Galfath. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Galphalan word is Biowick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land they cannot find their way out, but they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. So got yours? Yeah. Let's get going. That's all I really want to know.
Yeah?
Rusting is the only way to heal
Got
up,
it.
I do believe. I'm curious to know what scouting is.
Time to see and not be seen.
Seems like it makes me maybe harder to see.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Alright, well we got this over here. Why don't we go in here? So, a mace and stuff like that. Good, good, I'll take that. And maybe we'll look into some equipment. Small shield and torches. Good, good. Anything else we can get from here? I don't think so. When we look at our inventory now. See what we got here. See if we have any you can use you discover some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run... I lost it. I don't know why. What is this? Let's give some details. Grants Pledge. Grants the ability to shield the wearer from the myriad perils that plague the world. I'll take it. I mean, I'll wear it for now. I'm not wearing anything else. See, do I have a weapon or not then? I don't, because I threw it. So, can we use a one-handed hatchet? We can. What's better, though? Let's see. Interrupt, 0.5 seconds. Damage, 126. It's crush. Damage. What about this? Slash. +5 deflection. Where was this one? 3 DR bypass. We'll take this one. Alrighty, perfect. Crafting stuff. Oh man, there's so much goodies. So much goodies. Let's see what this chick's got. She's got a torch in one hand, which is fine. Burning lash. She can keep that as far as I'm concerned. Some daggers for him. He might be a rogue. See, he could be a rogue. Alrighty.
Yeah?
Let's peace out.
Sure.
Yeah? Yeah. Alrighty, so to anyone who does not know what Pillars of Eternity, I probably could have and should have talked about this the first game. It's basically like if you ever played like any actual old-time dungeon games.
Those tiles look suspicious. Let's be careful.
Okay. Enabling scouting mode helps her to move stealthily and search for hidden objects like traps or hidden doors. So why don't we go into stealth
see
mode?
and not be seen.
Great.
Found something.
Would a build on Saul?
Okay, so it took massive amounts of damage. It looks like, or at least some damage was taken.
What you need?
Endurance.
Huh?
All right,
No
I don't know.
problem.
I don't really understand why though. All right, so why don't we keep everybody get back here.
Yeah?
We're gonna bring
no
you up.
problem.
Go into scouting mode.
Would you look at this? Would you look at this?
Okay.
Would you look at this?
So there's a trap on every one. Oh, you can disarm them.
Would you look at this?
Am I good at this? All right, I'm just gonna
Would
disarm
you look
two
at
in
this?
two
Would
in a
you
row
look
then.
at this?
One here. Oh, looks like I failed to disarm that one. Failed again.
Would you look at this?
Let's try this one. Failed. Disarm that one though.
Would you look at this?
Would you look at this? This is getting very tiring hearing would you look at this the whole
Would you
time.
look at this? Would you look at this? Would you look at this?
Failed. Okay, so
Would
seems
you
like
look
there's
at this?
there's sort of a way that I have to go, based upon probably the difficulty of the
Would you
trap.
look at this? Would you look at this?
Okay.
Would you look at this?
Slow and steady wins the race for sure. Let's bring the next one through. Very nicely done.
Fresh
And
air in
again,
here. I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm path, too.
this would have been impossible to go one trap at a time and just like massively set them off, run. Alright. So,
Sure.
we'll walk forward a little bit. Hopefully there's no traps. Can't be in scouting the whole time. There's a monster. There's a monster.
Build on Saul.
Auto pause. I kind of want to turn that off, to be honest, but why don't we just go ahead, just attack him. Not too bad. We're doing okay. I'm not too worried right now at this point. Fatigue or anything at all, really.
Would a build on Saul.
Okay, there's a baddie there. I feel like it might be prudent for us to actually move these guys around to different, so they're not all standing in front of them. Is there any loot? No,
What
these
you need?
guys. Just some spider legs.
Huh?
Eh?
Sure.
Alright, let's go through. What is this? We're doing it. Some weapon types such as the Estoc Mace and Stiletto negate a portion of the enemy's damage or something like that. Let's see what's up here.
Yeah?
Ah, cutscene it seems. 4 figures silhouetted before an otherworldly apparatus. An ancient structure of the chiseled Adra, and metallic veins, inscrutable and ominous, and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colorless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The face of one of the figures is distantly visible, framed by long tendrils of oily gray hair, tinged dark at the end, and a thick beard that seems to obscure all trace of emotion. His faded robes are embroidered with runic language unlike anything you've ever seen, and his head is crowned with a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions jutting out, one from either side like the wings of some profane and malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book.
I have no idea what he's talking
Your brother
about.
has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth and be assured of the great worth of your life's course.
Some kind of like ritual happening right here. Mystic and evil, I'm sure. Is he gonna be brought back to life? He looks like he's frozen in stone or something. Sounds painful. Whiteness. For an instant, the apparatus goes quiet and the air is still. Then all at once it erupts with a concussive surge. Light floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. Interesting. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with Adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of Adra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined, the work perhaps of a prodigious but fevered mind. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now you see a man with a thick gray beard and a ceremonial robe, his oily hair tucked beneath a black cowl and a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. They're all stone. And we all passed out. You awaken and found your malaise is broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits to your periphery, but when you turn to look, you can see no signs of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tick. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without the treatment for long. Skimbleton, the figures of the machine stands frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinder and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. One of your characters has become fatigued. Fatigue represents the physical and psychological wear and tear of demanding activity. It builds over time, especially when they engage in combat. Some scripted interactions will also result, if they are especially grueling. The athletic skills will automatically slow the onset of fatigue from any source. Resting is the easiest way to remove the cheeks, so some consumables can also lower them. Hyoden and Kaliska lie bloodily on the uneven cobble, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You're kidding me, they just died. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Veil may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. They just sat there, they just died. Take everything.
Like this.
So I leveled up, I think, or something. Okay. I'm seeing something. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that great, awesome, fun stuff. We are in it now. We are up to our elbows in bad things. Peace out.